Hello friends, it's Christy. It's almost been a whole year since our last in-person event. In 2023, we only did like a couple of local markets, and then we participated for the second time in an artist alley at KawaiiCon. And then after that, we decided we were gonna phase out of doing pop-ups. I do have another video on our YouTube channel kind of talking about the businessy side of things as to how/why we were able to make that decision about no longer doing in-person events. So if you're interested in that, you can go watch that video. But today in this video, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are breaking this hiatus to participate in a Stray Kids cupsleeve event. I of course want to first shout out the Dream Cafe High team for inviting us back to participate in another celebration with them. If you are on Oahu, please check out their Instagram and all of the flyers and the updates that they've been posting about the event for more information. If you are a fellow stay, I hope you come out and shop and hang out and say hi and do all the fun things. But yeah, so I thought since it's been such a long time since we've done any sort of booth setup for a market, that I thought it might be fun to take you behind the scenes with all of the prep that we do beforehand. I will preface right now that this intro of me kind of sitting and talking is kind of long. There's just like a lot of stuff that I want to explain beforehand before you watch us actually work on the table setup, especially because I do think that the people that are watching this video are maybe fellow artists and business owners who do in-person events or maybe are considering doing them. So I just feel like there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to explain and talk about beforehand. So if this is too much talking for you, you can use the chapters in the video and just like skip ahead to the actual vlog part. But yes, some quick lore first. We have been doing in-person events since all the way back in 2018, which is the year that Risk It became a business. I do feel like a lot of people don't know this kind of era of our business history, but during our first couple of years of business, we were doing local markets and events pretty much monthly. Johnny and I both had full-time jobs, and this is what we would do after work, after our shifts, or on the weekends. The hustle was very much real, but we gained so much experience during this time. We learned a lot about what types of products sold well at certain markets and kind of the path that I wanted to go in regards to what kinds of designs that I wanted to do that our community enjoyed. We also spent a lot of time figuring out what kind of displays worked well for our type of products. Also, Johnny and I have previous customer service experience just from jobs that we've worked in the past, but doing a booth and selling things that we've created ourselves is a completely different learning experience too. But yeah, just by doing a ton of these in-person events, we were pivoting and lots of trial and error and just constantly learning a lot about where we wanted to take our business and also how to better service our customers. And so because we've been doing a variety of events for years at this point, and also because our product catalogs have changed drastically over the last 6 years, we have acquired many different types of displays and fixtures and just different configurations of displays. And I personally really enjoy the challenge of merchandising for these different types of events because a lot of the time they have different limitations to the booth, whether it be the booth size or like, for example, this event that we have at the end of the month, we are only allowed 1 6-foot table. So that's why it looks like this. Some events also have a height limit, so you can't go over a certain height. And for this specific event, it is a K-pop, Stray Kids, cup sleeve, boba specific themed event. And so we are not bringing our entire catalog. Just like how if you were to vend at a anime convention, you might not bring all of your products that aren't anime related or related to kind of Asian pop culture. So yeah, not everything works for every single event, which is why we've just acquired so many different things. But yeah, for me, the challenge of merchandising for an in-person event is really fun. There's a lot of thought that I like to put into it because yes, I want it to be aesthetically pleasing, but there is also like the practicality of how well can a customer shop at our booth and also the psychology of how can we get shoppers to enjoy the experience of being at our booth. So I really wanted this vlog to be a natural documentation of kind of what goes on in our minds behind the scenes of when we prepare for a booth. Again, I'm assuming that part of the people who are watching this video are fellow artists and small business owners who might be in the market scene or are considering it. And so before we get into the setup vlog, I did kind of want to share a small list of the things that I think about when we are figuring out our setup, because I highly do not recommend that you show up to your event and open up your table and figure out your displays there. Take the time to practice it, mock it at home. Even if you don't have a table, do it on the floor. My friend Sarah has a video where she like does a little tape layout on the ground of her allotted booth space and just does the setup on the floor. I recommend that if you don't have a table. But yeah, practice it ahead of time. It also allows you to set up at the event a lot quicker when you know exactly what your setup looks like. But anyway, here is a list of things that I like to think about that I feel like you should consider when you are experimenting with what displays you're using and how you want to showcase your products. And I wanted to tell you it in this intro because you will kind of see us work through that in the video. So you can kind of like look at these points and then see in the vlog how we kind of experiment with all of these points. I do have the list here on my iPad so I could share it properly. So here we go. Let me move to the side so it can pop up on screen. And these are in no particular order. These are just things that I thought were important and things that I personally think about. Okay, here we go. How well can the customers see everything, especially popular items? A lot of the times these booth spaces are very small. Like I said, I'm only allowed one table for this event. And so oftentimes going up is the best way to go. Especially if there's a crowd, having things that are flat, then anyone else who's passing by your booth is not going to be able to see what you potentially offer. So height is normally and truly your best friend. And on the other hand, how well can we see everything as the sellers? Many people tend to have theft concerns when it comes to in-person events. And of course, certain displays that we have that are really tall, that are walls, kind of like this one over here on the side, it's a literal wall, so I can't see through it. We tend to like to have a section that is dedicated to where customers will check out and where we are able to visually see all of the customers at our booth as well as majority of our products. We also like to keep really small stuff close to where we tend to stand for checkout. So it's just something to keep in mind. Also, my hair tie is on the table. Let me take that. Kind of on the same point of theft, you want to decide, are you doing a menu style or are you doing a self-serve style? There are pros and cons to both. I can't really tell you which one is better. In our experience, it also kind of depends on what kind of event it is and how many people are attending. How busy does this event tend to get? Menu style is great to prevent theft, but self-serve can be great because when it comes to menu style, you are stuck behind the booth shuffling through all of your inventory, and if you have a lot of items like we do, it can take a long time to check out one customer. Versus self-serve, if they're able to pick out all the things that they want and hand it to you, then it makes checkout a little bit faster, so you can play around with that. We also like to stress test the products and displays to see if anything will fall when people shop. It might be kind of a funny thing to say, but it is the truth. And if you're doing outdoor events, wind can also be a factor, so that is another thing that we want to test to see if things like stickers and stationery, which is very light and very wind sensitive, to see if any of those things will fall. We do have certain events where there are hooks and we can hang products, and so sometimes when people are pulling it off, it tends to like shake the wall. So we've taken preventative measures to make sure that it doesn't like knock anything over, so that is something to consider depending on what your displays and fixtures look like. Another thing that can be helpful if you don't have a lot of products to kind of fill up the table space or the booth space is displaying the same products multiple times. I think this is also something that depends on what type of event it is, but sometimes customers like to be able to shop products based on product category, but other times customers sometimes like to shop based on design theme. An example that I can give is if you are vending at an anime convention, some people want to see all of the stickers in the same section because they are sticker lovers. But then sometimes there might be someone who is a fanatic Pokemon fan and they want to know where all of your Pokemon stuff is. And so sometimes it's beneficial to display popular items in different sections like that because you never know. Sometimes people might not look at one section of your booth just because maybe there's someone there and they don't want to bother them and move around the crowd and whatnot. And so sometimes it doesn't hurt to display the same product multiple times if you have the space for it. Another thing is how easily can we restock items that are on display? So this is, of course, if we go the self-serve route instead of the menu display route. If an event is particularly very busy, we don't have a lot of time to restock in between transactions. And so we kind of want to pick displays where you are able to have like multiples of the same product available at once, but then also being able to kind of reach from the back to the front of the table to be able to like restock when we do have time. One of the other things that I think is really, really important is figuring out how you plan to display prices. I personally found that having the prices out and available for everyone to see is probably the best option because sometimes customers are really shy and they don't want to ask about prices. They're afraid of prices sometimes. So I think if you just have it very visible, then the customer is able to make a conclusion for themselves on whether they want to buy it or not, and it avoids like the awkward conversation that not everyone wants to have. And then you can also service customers faster too. So you can decide if you want to display prices kind of like a menu that you would see in a restaurant where it's all listed together and all the prices are next to the products. There is also the option of putting the price right on the product itself so people can know that like, okay, this is $3, this is $10, you know. There is also the option of putting the price on the actual product, usually like in the back. Of course, that would mean you have to price everything beforehand. So sometimes that works and sometimes that's too much work. But I really, really do recommend that having the prices visible is very helpful. But okay, the very long introduction is over. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments because the rest of the video is just showing our process of making this setup. You will get to see the final setup at the end of the video, and I kind of talk through all of the details, but you will get to see the booth setup in action in a different vlog because we will be vlogging our whole day at the actual cupsleeve event. So I'm really excited. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you at the end. Okay, so these are kind of like the major display fixtures that we've used in the past. I definitely don't need all of them because I only have one table that I get to use for this event. But if you see this is our sticker wall. It very much looks like the one that we have in the studio. If you know what it looks like, we just did like a very large version to carry all of the stickers that we sell. And then we have this pegboard, which is really good for hanging stuff. But I'm trying to decide how many things we have that is actually hangable, or if the sticker wall would be more beneficial. We'll see. These fixtures here are really funny. We got them from a PacSun that was closing at our local mall. So people always ask where we get them from. That's where I got it from. I don't even know what they're called, but they're metal. And then we got these like grid walls from Daiso, and we just slide them right in. I think they used to hold like signs for like their jeans and stuff, but I don't know. That's what we use it for. But I'm just gonna test some stuff to see what will work out. Okay. Here we go. So dusty. Love. Oh, thanks. My favorite.
I'm just trying to be part of the vid.
You can be part of it.
Okay. Get this lower one.
It's hard to separate individual stickers on this one. So unless this would be good for holding things that are not stickers. But then we have this one. This one I love. Look how awesome that is. I was just thinking too, this is an outdoor event, so the sturdiness of this one might be more beneficial. The only junk thing about the pegboard is that I have to like put hang tabs on everything because not everything has hang tabs normally, which is not a big deal, but whatever will make the shopping experience easier for the customer. So I don't know. See, and then I have the PacSun thing. Here, I'll show you what I do. And then usually I attach them together. And that also makes a good hangable, really high wall. But like the pegboard, I'll still need to put hang tabs on products. So I don't know. I know what I'm gonna do. Because I basically have too many options, my plan now is to grab one of every product that I plan to bring to the event and lay them out so I can see what I'm working with. I do have new products that I'm launching at this event, so I will mock them because I don't have them yet. This is kind of cute, actually. Pretty cute. Put the most popular item in the middle at like eye level. I don't know, that's pretty good. Maybe. Stack this up, okay. You see Yogi? Oh, you can sit. You can sit. Sit down. This can be the sticky note roll, because that is one of the new things that are coming in. Let me get some sticky notes. I just have these from friends of mine. I'm gonna use them as placeholders for now. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, they don't fit. Oh, I guess if I'm gonna do it, they'd be up there. Sticker packs. It's seen better days, but still works. So as much as I like the pegboard, because it holds so much, I don't actually have that many things to put on it because I'm not bringing all of our inventory. So I think I'm not gonna use it. But I just had the thought that maybe we use the PacSun grid thing and we make products accessible on both sides, just in case we need to like do some crowd control and then we don't have like a long line because people are trying to like shop just one section of the booth. Maybe, I don't know if that would be helpful.
It can also just be like a small bin that has a lot of things. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It depends what's happening on this side too.
Yeah.
Like I know I could, if you leave this on that side, I know I could just come around and restock when I need to, but like it's almost gonna be after every transaction, right? I think I'm only saying that because it's grab and go.
Right.
We're not grabbing it for them.
Right.
But I guess that works. How about we just finish up the idea,
Okay.
and then at the end of it all, we can adjust. So maybe you just keep going.
This can be the wristband section.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be nice because me and Leanne can physically see
Oh yeah.
on the back through the grid.
So we can just,
Does that make sense?
yeah, we can just pick this up here.
Might not even need that board. No.
Other way.
I mean, I don't even know if it should go up there. That's weird.
It does, yeah.
Man, we're so out of the... We suck.
No, we don't.
We suck.
No, we don't.
Let's just stay home.
You stop. It's just, it's hard because the K-pop stuff is small.
That's why, I don't know, something about this setup is not it, dude. Like, the feng shui is off. Like, honestly, the way I look at it, it's like... That in the background. I feel like this should be in the front because it's popular. I think this should be right there next to that because it's popular.
Okay, I do like this a lot better already.
Where's that black shelf that I built for us?
Oh,
It's upstairs, huh?
yeah.
Let me get it. That's cool.
Ooh, okay.
Literally mini stations.
Ah!
And you go like this.
Ooh.
You just utilize the upper shelves because it just keeps going. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you skip this section to get this like blocking going. And then you use the rest. Look, it just because it just continues up. And then you do, yeah, that's it. I think this is it. It just needed a big flip. Because I want to visually show a lot of have packs here somewhere. Is it mainly this thing that feels off?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What if I put them back in this bin?
I didn't know that had dividers.
This is how we have it on
Oh,
the inventory sheet.
Rusty, yes.
Case, thunder, pack.
It's getting there. I wish this was like slightly lower. It would just be this.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Oh! Oh!
Leave better.
You can see the boys better.
Oh, and then these will go right here, right?
Just swap these rows, so all the stickers are okay.
I like that a lot better. Everything feels good. You replace.
Ooh.
There's more room.
Ooh. This is what we got for now. Feeling pretty good about it. Feeling pretty good about it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Just waiting for the new stuff to arrive. And we'll see if we still like this setup. And 3 or 4 if you count that one. But you know, I can't unbox anything without filming it, so. This is what they look like. Oh my god. So many stations. Oh, the babies. Oh, love this one. We got sticky notes. Oh my god, it's so cute. Fortunately, there is an error. Lino's body is going into space. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna check my files to see what I sent the company. Oh man, this sucks. Hey, my file is fine. They messed up. Okay. This is fine. This is why we order things so early in advance, because you never know what's gonna happen. Okay, I need to email the company. Let's see. Okay, so update. I did check my Illustrator file and I definitely colored in Libit's body, I would have noticed, I'm sure, if I saw half of his body missing. Although it is a cool effect, it's not what I wanted, not what I ordered, especially when I ordered 600 sticker sheets and they all look like that. So it's a big relief because, like I said, we ordered pretty early and we still have a few more weeks until the event, and this company ships fairly fast, so I do believe that they're probably going to reprint it for us. It's a huge relief to know that it wasn't my human error, because that just would have meant the cost that I paid for this sticker order would have just been a loss. But fortunately, I do know that this company tends to take care of customers pretty well when they do make an error, and I think they will ship it out very quickly. So I'm gonna send them an email, show them some photos, resend the file, and everything should be okay, and we should get a reprint soon. Good morning, everyone. It is just about 2 weeks until the event. Everything arrived other than, we had to get the sticker sheets reprinted, as you saw earlier, and they're actually coming tomorrow. So we're actually good to go. There are 2 more sticker packages that will be arriving shortly, because I needed to restock on Thunderous crop top Bangchan because he's just so damn popular, understandably. It's crazy to think that that was like one of the first Stray Kids stickers that I ever designed. And then I spontaneously added 1 more sticker to the roster to launch this month, and so that is also coming hopefully this week. If not, it'll definitely come before the event, so I am not worried. Here, let me show you. Everything is here, and everything has just been living on the table, because we will have some of the team coming in for work this week. I definitely need their help packaging the 1,500 sticky notes that we have. I'm still thinking about what we plan to do with the B-grade sticker sheets. So once we decide, then the team can also help with that. But being that everything is pretty much here, I can finish the display and get rid of my little like placeholders, actually finalize where everything is going, kind of work on displays, price tags, price signs, if anything. Something else that I will have the team help us with is setting aside the quantity of inventory that we plan to bring to the event, and so they can help us package that up as well, because that can also be a couple hours of work depending on what we're bringing and how much we're bringing, on top of displays, the table, the tent, all sorts of stuff. So for today, my goal is to actually finalize the display. That way we can move on. We can break this down a lot sooner, if anything. And then I can do some other stuff that is not going to be in this vlog, things like preparing our POS system, which is just my iPad and a certain app that we use for transactions. And yeah, if there's any other changes, you'll just see it in the other video, which we plan to vlog our actual day at the cupsleeve event. And so you will see that on our YouTube channel very soon. I gotta edit it, so hopefully sooner than later. Anyway, let's get to working on the booth. Hello. You've probably noticed that the quality of the video is different from the rest of the vlog, and that's because we received a package with a new toy, and I am filming this section of the vlog on the DJI Osmo 3. I initially wanted to first test out this camera at the cupsleeve event for that vlog, but I figured I need to learn how to use this guy. And so I'm now going to walk you through the booth as it's set up now. It's not like 100% set up, like the price signs aren't done and they're not like hung up and whatnot, but I will walk you through what we decided is gonna be the final setup, kind of talk you through all the details and the thought processes behind our decisions, because I felt like that was the point of this video. So anyway, let's get to it. I'm pretty sure the camera whips around, so let me just try that. Amazing. So here's the booth in all her glory. We have a single 6-foot table, and we decided to go with the PacSun grid walls. We've got a few of our acrylic kind of tiered shelves. We also took the legs off of this wooden shelf, which by the way is originally a shoe rack that I got from like a hardware store. And then we have one of my favorite displays that Johnny built for us, which is the sticker wall. And that was our final setup. So let me walk back over here. All right, so the grid wall is great because it has the ability to hang stuff on it. And so we have just like, this is all I have left of these 2 sticker sheets, and they already all had hang tabs on them, so it wasn't a huge deal for us to be able to hang them. We are gonna bring the 2 wristlets that we sell, and I plan to hang both of them. We're just gonna make sure that all of the screws are on good, because we've been having an issue with that, unfortunately. So we're gonna screw on the screws, and then we can hang them, bring them to the event. And then down below, because this is nice and tall, we can actually put stuff in front of it and make use of that space. I have one of these like more deeper acrylic shelves than that one. And these are really great for like notepads and stuff normally. And so what I did was I spread out these various sheets, because if you put them like all in the same kind of rows, it's hard to see them. You're like blocking them a whole bunch. So we staggered them, which I think is really helpful to see all of the designs. And so we have our old temporary tattoos here. The instructions are on the back. I do plan to print out a photo of what the tattoos look like, because obviously at first glance they look like they're washed out, but that's just how the colors can be really vibrant on all skin tones. And so I do plan to print out a photo so people can understand how they work and what they look like. This is a new one that we're launching at the event. This is our first ever deco sticker sheet that we designed. This was in collaboration with Kitten Bun Supply Co. I did a Thunderous theme set. And then this is a new sticker sheet that we're launching. It's the same design as the new temporary tattoos, but yeah, I love it. More OT8 stuff, I feel like, does well. Okay, right next to it, of course, is the very popular wrist gift packs. I'm gonna hang this up properly. That clip will not be there, but we have this so everyone can see the different sticker designs. This image is very saturated, but it'll do. It has the price on there, and we will do the deal of the buy 3 get 1 free at the market. So we will just have a ton of packs here so people can feel like they're in control of their destiny and pick the ones that they want out of the box. We will stuff it with as many packs as possible, because this is our entire inventory here. So we will bring a bunch. Then down below we have our little rows of Skiz washi tapes. It's funny though, because they all have different prices, unfortunately, because they are different materials. So I will put little price signs here next to them so people can know. And I do plan to swatch them and have them probably right here. I'll put a little piece of paper and swatch all of them so you can see the patterns properly, because I think that's really important for washi tapes, because it can be really hard to see what the design looks like, especially this one since the pattern is different. So that's what I'm gonna do for that. And then up next here, right in the center of the booth, is kind of our popular items. This is my baby, the Nachim pin, the spinning enamel pin. So we have a ton on display. We're gonna bring a bunch more. And then down below we have more kind of like accessories. So these are our 2 acrylic keychains that we sell. And it's really cool because we made the backing card like a mini print. So we encourage people to keep the paper that's on the back. But yeah, we wanted to make sure that the pins and the Risk It packs were in the center of the booth because we knew that that is our most popular items and they look good together. So that was that. Moving on to the last section of the booth. This is kind of the stationery sticker wall. So down here we have the bigger items. This is our A5 dot grid notebook. I do plan to bring a display for the notebook and the reusable sticker book so people can see what it looks like on the inside and how it works. But everyone knows we make reusable sticker books, so we're bringing our 2 Stray Kids designs. And okay, this was like our biggest challenge was the individual stickers, because as much as I love this sticker wall, when it comes to really skinny designs, they don't like to stand up nicely. So we had to figure out what kind of displays we had around the house that would allow us to separate all of the boys individually and make it easy to kind of ruffle through and pick out the ones that you want. So these are actually the displays that we have in the studio just for ourselves, like when we are packing online orders. So we figured we'll just bring them because they work perfectly. So we have the individual Case 143 stickers here, and they're all in order based on age of the group members. We have the Thunderous sticker set here, and they're all separated. And then up here we have the S-Class stickers, and because they are larger and wider, they do kind of fit nicely on this shelf, and like even if you're gonna pull some, like the rest of the other boys aren't gonna fall over. So we were able to put them up there, which is nice. I'm gonna put a price sign because they have different prices because they are different size stickers, but also we have these sets. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna flip it around so people know that it's a set of one of each. Let me make sure the boys are not upside down. There we go. But yeah, these are the 3 sticker sets where you get one of each member from each theme, and you do get a bit of a discount for doing the set. So I hope that a lot of people will take advantage of that. And then up here, we do have our new stuff. We have the 3 new sticker sheet stickers, which are our fake sticker sheets. They are just one individual sticker. And I use the same designs to make sticky notes. I've been dying to make new sticky notes. This is the only one that we had originally, and so I made Racha sticky notes. And then kind of on this same stationery line, I decided to put our noisy note cards there. This was also part of the Thunderous collab. Really good for photo card trading. And then we have our other vinyl stickers that are Stray Kids K-pop related. There is a gap here because I'm waiting for my final sticker design to arrive and it'll go right there. But this is pretty much the final setup. Like I said, we will mainly be standing there. We will be sharing a tent with Whitney and Alex from Kitten Bun Supply Co. And that's as far as I know. The other thing that I didn't mention at all in the vlog really is we have this sign that we use at all of our events just to let people know what types of payments that we take. And I think this is another one of those, kind of like how I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that it's good to display prices because it answers people's frequently asked questions. This is another frequently asked question. So I will figure out where we plan to display this. I do have some price signs. I'm still determining some stuff because we are going to have some sales and deals for this event. But like I have a gap up there. I can definitely put signs up there that might be useful. But yeah, a lot of people also appreciate the option of Venmo. So I put the QR code there so we don't have to spend time looking up a username and it's complicated to spell things, you know? So we will figure out a place to put this as well. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of space up front, which I think is also a great thing for people who like to pile things on the table while they're shopping. But we also have enough space in the back for us for putting our belongings, all the boba we plan to drink, and also like our cash boxes and our POS systems and stuff like that. So those are other things that we like to keep in mind as well. But that's it. So this video is mainly to show you guys behind the scenes of how we prepare for an in-person event and what kind of goes through our minds when we're trying to figure out our booth setup. And so that's kind of it. We do have a lot more work that we have to do for the next couple of weeks leading up to the actual event. But I'm not going to show you that in this vlog. You just get to see the beautiful final product on the day of the event in another video. So Anyway, if you have any questions about the booth setup or what it's like to do in-person events like this and sell your artwork to people directly to the customer, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. And if you're on Oahu and you are a fellow stay, I hope to see you at the Cup Sleeve event and you might be in the vlog, maybe. Okay, bye!